ignore your gut feel at your own peril. Earlier today, I was reminded of something that most people know instinctively, but often choose to ignore. I was out for a walk in my neighborhood. The road I was walking on had no sidewalk, so I was walking right on the verge of the road, facing oncoming traffic. As I walked, I heard a truck approaching from behind. At first, it didn't concern me. I was merely aware of it. Then I heard something unusual. The driver kept tapping the air brakes over and over, and that was when something changed. Not because I saw danger or had proof of anything untoward happening, but because my gut feel started telling me to pay attention. I could feel it, that tightening of my stomach, that feeling that something just wasn't right. I acted upon it. Without looking back to see what's happening, I stepped completely off the road and onto the shoulder. A second later, a large delivery truck passed by exactly where I had been walking. He'd been overtaking a car in a residential area, which put him into the lane I was walking in. Had I been daydreaming or staring at my phone or walking with headphones over my ears, the outcome could have been very different, which raises a very interesting question. What exactly is your gut feel? Is it intuition or instinct or a sixth sense? The answer is probably a combination of all three. What science tells us is that our brains are constantly collecting information from our environment, often without our conscious awareness. Sounds, movement, patterns, changes, small details that we may not even realize we've noticed. Our subconscious processes an enormous amount of information every second. Sometimes it identifies a pattern before our conscious mind does. When that happens, we experience that feeling, that sense that something deserves our attention, a sense that something is off. Many people make the mistake of dismissing those feelings because they can't immediately explain them. But gut feel is often your brain presenting you with a conclusion before it can explain the full reason behind it. Now, that doesn't mean every instinct is correct, nor does it mean every concern is justified. But it does mean that when your instincts suddenly demand your attention, it may be worth listening. What's interesting is that this applies to far more than just personal safety. Think about how often you've heard someone say, I knew something wasn't right. I should have listened to my instincts. I had a bad feeling about it. You hear it after vehicle accidents or bad business deals. You hear it after relationships turn sour, and often people walk into situations that they later regret. Very often, the warning signs were there. The person noticed them, but they talked themselves out of paying attention. The reality is that human beings are equipped with remarkable senses. We can see, we hear, we smell. We can detect subtle changes in our environment. And when these senses are combined with experience, our brains become incredibly effective at recognizing patterns. The problem is that modern life often encourages us to disconnect from those abilities. We are forever distracted. We focused on what's happening online instead of what's happening around us. And when we do that, we reduce the amount of info that's available to us. Situational awareness isn't about being paranoid. It's not about constantly expecting danger. It's about paying attention, noticing what's normal so that you can recognize what isn't. It's about understanding that your instincts are often drawing on information that your conscious mind hasn't fully processed yet. The more aware you become, the more useful those instincts tend to be. So here's something worth thinking about. The next time you get that feeling, that tightening of your stomach, that sense that something isn't quite right, that little voice telling you to pay attention, don't automatically dismiss it. Act on it. You may discover that everything is perfectly fine. Maybe that truck was in the lane where it was supposed to be, and the driver was simply testing the brakes. Or you may discover that your subconscious noticed something important before your conscious mind caught up. Either way, you've lost nothing by paying attention. But there is a cost to ignoring it. You're free to ignore your gut feel. You are free to dismiss it. You are free to convince yourself that you're imagining things. But you never escape the result of your choice.